Hey guys, how are you today? So I want to do a video today on why herpes is not a death sentence. And this is going to go like complete all the way out. But the main reason I'm saying this because I am talking to so many people who are wondering like, how are you okay with living with this? How are you comfortable? How are you married? How do you have 2 kids? How are you happy? Like, how? I can't be happy. I feel like my life is over. I think I'm nasty. I think I'm disgusting. I think I deserve this. I think God is punishing me. I just think it's all my fault. Like, my life over. I'm not gonna be with nobody no more. I don't want to tell nobody. I already been living with with a secret for so long. I ain't told nobody. I ain't told my girlfriends. Nobody know. I've been living with a secret for so long. I just don't understand how you are so comfortable and you're so confident and you're so bold and you're so fearless about living with herpes. Let me tell you something. I've been living with herpes for 8 years. Okay. And when I found out, I was already a confident person anyway. I may have some self-esteem issues, but I was just always a bold person. I always was loud, kind of tell it like it is, in your face type person. I have always been that type of person. So number one, my character just been my character, okay? So if you don't have the type of character I have, then you may not understand exactly how I got to where I am. But another thing is the fact of I made up in my mind. Like after my initial feelings, thoughts, and everything, I made up in my mind, standing in my dorm room, that I am not going to be the stigma. I'm not going to be what other people say. I was just a type of person who was like, I'm tired of living up to what other people think about me. Because I was the person I was always picked on as a kid. You know, I was bullied. I had went through so many things. I was just at a point in my life where nobody's going to tell me what the mother freaking do. Nobody's going to put their labels on me and I'll live up to it. I was just at that point where I was just sick and tired. And I think herpes just got me to a point where like, I'm really not living up to this mess. Because at the first place, nobody can tell me where this stigma came from. If you do your research, and I'm talking about everybody who have it and don't have it, you cannot pinpoint who came up with this stigma. Now, the biggest thing is most people will say the stigma came upon when we started getting the commercials decades ago on herpes on the Valtrex. That's when a lot of people say the stigma came about. But honestly, nobody knows when the stigma came about. So with that being said, that means people just came up with this and they just started talking. Movies and stuff just came up whatever they wanted to come up with. So honestly, the stigma is just a stigma that other people made up. And a lot of us are living up to gossip. Literally, this is gossip. Like, this is he say, she say crap. And honestly, we are living up to it. Well, I'm not anymore, but a lot of us have lived up to it because I did at a short period of time. I did. But I chose myself. I said, no, I am not living up to this mess. Number one, I don't know who said it, and I can care less who said it, and it's my life, and I want to be happy. I always wanted to be married. I always wanted kids, and I said herpes is not going to keep me from getting it. And a lot of y'all are allowing herpes, a small virus, to keep you from being happy. If you were already having a problem with getting a man, baby, it ain't going to be no different. Okay, just being honest. You may be thinking, well, herpes gonna make it harder for me to get a man. Baby, if you had a hard time getting a man, you just had a hard time getting a man. And honestly, the hard time of getting a man is because you had some issues. Not because of the men. We always want to blame the men, and the men always want to blame the women. But honestly, look at yourself. You're the common denominator on a lot of things. Stop making herpes the main reason why you didn't have what you have at all now. Being honest. I'm just being real with you. I talk to so many people who are saying, you know, well, this is going to be a hard time. And when I asked them, have you had a hard time in a relationship? They already had the problem. So now you're just trying to make it seem like herpes is the problem. Herpes not the problem. The problem is you are probably struggling in some areas, but you don't want to acknowledge it. Okay? So what my saying is, stop making like herpes is the end of the world or if it's death sentence, because honestly, you are already living in a little shaky place in your life already. And herpes just seems like it's going to make it harder. It's not going to make it harder. It's going to make you wake up and grow up and to see where you are in your life and to change. And a lot of us get to a point where we get herpes and we shut down. What are you shutting down for? You ain't got no choice. You need to get up and run, because honestly, if you didn't have a good life or the way you wanted your life before, this should motivate you even more to get up, move, and have what you really want. Yes, dating is hard, guys. With a STD and without. Y'all can say this. Anybody who don't have herpes and see this video can say, man, dating ain't an easy thing to do. I was struggling with dating before, but I had to understand why I was struggling with dating before. okay? And I learned that I had a lot of issues, okay? And I had to check it. It ain't always the other person. Sometimes it's you, because you accept the people into your life. Nobody accept that. They just don't walk into your life and just say, I'm here. No, except our family. Other than that, but when you're dating, you approve who comes into your life. So you're dealing with a person with a whole lot of mess that, okay, you accepted them, okay? You can't get mad at them about that. You just can't. But at the end of the day, we're making it seem like, okay, since I have herpes, I'm just gonna get dope. I'm not gonna have a good choice. Yes, you will. My husband is absolutely amazing, okay, y'all? He did not have it and still don't have it. He's amazing. And some people are asking me, how can you put him at risk? I didn't put him at risk. He accepted the risk. Okay, and a lot of y'all are accepting so many different risks in y'all life anyway. With guys, with a dude who is freaking abusive, dealing with a dude who is verbally abusive, dealing with a dude who cheat on you, dealing with a dude who's lying to you, dealing with a dude who have all these different type of lifestyles and different type of characters. It's just not that goddamn good, and women included, guys. I'm talking from both sides of the fence. Okay, so with that being said, you just got to be honest. Like, herpes is not your end all. You was already struggling, okay? Just being real. You were already struggling. And since you were already struggling, now let's take some time and just say, okay, look, I do have herpes. But what can I change where this is not the all in all of my life, okay? You really got to ask yourself, is this going to be my all in all? Are you going to wait and then literally shut your life down because of a virus, guys? It's so many people are getting loved on. They not the best looking. They disabled. They're blind. They're deaf. All these other things. And they having mates. And you sitting here and you're perfectly fine and you just have herpes. And all you have to do is tell that person, let them accept it. If they do accept you, you're fine. But if they don't, move on, find another people. Guys, it's too many people in the world for you to be worrying about that bum over there and that bum chick over there. It don't matter. Find somebody else. My whole thing, a lot of you want the person to accept you who don't even want you. They didn't want nothing from you but sex typically anyway. And you're begging. You thinking like, oh my God, if he don't want me, nobody wants me. That's what you decided to think. And I don't even know why you think that, because you like him so much or you love him so much. He don't love you and he don't like you that much. Just being honest. Because if he did and he seen some value in you, he would accept you. And I'm not saying that's always the case. Everybody don't have to accept this. This is a risk you must have to choose. But if somebody really likes you and they love you and they want to be with you, they can look past this and y'all can work together on some things, okay? But if he do not want to do that or she don't want to do that, then that's not the person for you. You're trying to force something on somebody who don't want you. And I'm just being honest with you. A lot of us, me included, I have done it, where we're forcing people to want us. They don't want you. They don't want you. Let me tell you, they do not want you. Find somebody who do. Being honest, find somebody who do. But in the process, you finding somebody who do, you need to stop making herpes the end of the world. Like, oh, this is my death sentence. It's not your death sentence. You're killing yourself and you don't even have to die. Herpes ain't even gonna kill you. But what you're thinking and what you're saying is killing you slowly, because it's keeping you where you are. You're staying miserable. You're staying depressed. You're staying just completely in ruins. Completely in ruins. And nobody can change that but you. Nobody. Y'all gotta realize a mind is a very powerful thing. And if you don't use it properly, you're gonna kill yourself. I'm just gonna be real. If you do not use this thing the right way like you need to overcome herpes, you're going to slowly kill yourself. Okay? Slowly kill yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You're gonna slowly kill yourself. Okay? And a lot of y'all know who y'all know. Y'all going through it. Y'all like, yes, this is slowly killing me. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop dreaming about it. I can't stop feeling it. I keep having outbreaks. I'm losing my motherfucking mind. Well, right now you don't have to lose your mind. Sit down, and say, you know what? I'm going to get over this. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. If you're thinking that, get over it. It's not. It's just not going to be an easy road. But at the end of the day, you can make your mind say, you know what? I'm going to work on me. I'm going to get me better. I'm going to think about me positive. And a lot of you guys are still thinking on the other side of the fence of herpes. If you know somebody came to me and said that, I wouldn't talk to them. Well, you can't say that no more, baby. You on the other side of the fence. You have herpes. You can't stop. You got to stop thinking like that. You can't think if I was on the other side, well, you on that side now. So my whole thing, you can't think, well, if I was him, I probably wouldn't talk to me either. Well, that's you now. You can't say that. And y'all hear my baby crying. But you can't say that now. Get in the bed with him for me. Get in the bed with him. I'm getting in the bed with him because he's being super ridiculous. Okay, well, just get in the bed with him. I know, just get in the bed and pat his back, okay? Okay, y'all. So y'all know me. I don't stop being a mama for nothing. Okay, so with that being said, you know, you just have to understand you must just take some time and just sit and look at yourself and fix you, okay? Because this is not the end. I know too many people who have herpes. I know too many people who have HIV. I know too many people who got disabilities, and they are in over the hill love with people, and these people love them too, and they're having a great life. And you're telling me that you don't have anything else but herpes and you're not with somebody? Why? Just really why? What is wrong with you? Like, really, you're making your mind up to not want to be. You're only making this decision. Okay, just let them come down. You're making this decision. So my whole thing, I just want you to know, it's not the end of the world. It's just not. But you got to make your mind up to not let it be. Okay? So I love you so dearly, but you cannot make herpes the end. And it's time for you to make your mind up to say, I'm not going to let this take me out. This ain't even going to kill you, man. But you allowing it to kill you slowly. Please stop letting this kill you slowly. Please. And stop thinking so negative about yourself. You so nasty to yourself. Why? You're the only one who matters right now. You ain't with nobody. You ain't got to worry